even though this life gets tough, said you gotta keep fighting. And even though it gets hard, it's gon' get hard. You gotta keep striving. But you gotta keep striving. Through the fears and the loss, so the tears won't turn off. No tears in your heart's crying. Hold on to his words. Lean on him. It gets better.
The toughest war you ever face will be domestic. It's elementary. It's been this way for centuries. Cold War was raised against us. Take off them blinders, you will see. That it ain't about them gas prices. It's all about who whip the nicest. All about them deals on bundles. Harold Fleet don't make them up. Face beating red bottoms. Dead beats we hear about them. Fitted up from head to toe, but never at their children's door. Wonder why they dying by the dozens, but it's simple, yo. Just listen. It's time we stop ignoring facts. It's time we take our family back. Fix the root and then attack. Stop making moves without a plan. Control emotions, then we stand. Calling on my kingdom and to come together. Take this land. We gotta fight, our future depends. Get the head back in order, cause that's where it begins. Invest your all into your garden, water the roots to the end. Nurture the family tree and let the fruit feed all men. Just listen.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of A Mile in My Shoes, where we ask the question, how can we say we know someone if we've never heard their story? But we got something special today. We got something special today called Pit Stop. Y'all know when we travel down the road on these miles, we all take these pit stops at the gas station, restaurants where we freshen up, you know what I'm saying, shake back, and get inspired. So today, I'm bringing somebody who's very special to me, man. It's a very special light in my life, man. If you from this area, I guarantee you know her. But if you don't, you're about to be introduced to her. She's been spreading light through this community for years. For years. She's been dropping bars for years. And y'all gonna get some of these bars too. So without any further ado, we get to get a little glimpse into the life of Mo Black, aka Mo Prejean. And we got to get a little info about her backbone, the infamous Ed. But I'll let her tell y'all about that. Y'all drop some hearts for Mo Black. What's good, Mo?
What's good, bro? I'm happy to be here.
Look, it's good to see you. It's good to see you as always. It's been a while.
Likewise.
Look, I gotta get with you and Lil Bro so we can hang out. Look,
most definitely.
I was nervous when I saw that car, Mo Black.
I was nervous inside the car.
Hey, Mo, when I saw the pictures of that car, I said, yeah, that's a whole miracle going on right there.
No, she ran a light trying to hurry up and make a left turn, and she never slowed down. So she hit us like it was a little young girl. I'm not even mad at her, but Lord.
It was the mildest. So Mo, I want to get straight into this story. Like, where, first of all, being a woman in this game, we gonna get to that too. Cause you came and you dominated. Everybody got respect. It ain't no that's a girl, that's a late. Nah. When you say Mo Black, that is what it is. So how did music start for you, Mo? Where did that come from, man?
It really felt like it was kind of natural. Like I remember like being a kid. This is hilarious. I remember like watching the Cosby Show and like what's her name? Vanessa. She was like, This boy had been broke up with her or something. I don't know if you remember that episode. And she was writing this like funny ass poem. Like it was, so that made me want to like, you know, I'm a kid, I'm imitating. So that's my first remembrance of me writing like a poem or something. And from there, it kind of like, it slowly developed into me writing more of like raps. But this is something I've been doing that since I was like 8. But I really didn't do it consistently, but I would do it every now and then. And then I never really told nobody. Like nobody knew that was like a secret that I was doing. Like, you know, maybe when I was like 15, 16, I started like being a little more confident to like be like, okay, I rap, you know, I do music. So, but I think also my mom had a lot to do with it because she's a music lover. So like a lot of my love for hip hop came from her, but just also my love of music in general. Because you know, some people feel like, oh, this music is for white people, this music is whatever, which none of that's true anyway. Black people made almost every genre, even down to country music. But she listened to a lot of different genres of music, and then I was always around different type of people that listen to different types of music. So it was like I was just exposed to a lot of music at a younger age, and kind of like, you know, my love for music kind of like developed from there. And then also my mom, she I think recognized early on that I had a creative gift. And so any type of thing that I was into, she would try to nurture that. So she bought me the keyboards, and like, you know, even my keyboard to this day that I make beats on, she bought me that when I was like 19. Like she bought my big keyboard. Like my mom still to this day, she's still supporting my gifts.
Shout out.
So I think that was a big part of it. So
shout out to parents who support their children, man.
Okay. Now she was a little resistant, you know, when I was like, I don't want to do the normal things in life. I want to do this, but it's, you know, we're on the same page now.
So let's talk about what would you consider your genre of music? Because Mo, like, it's everything.
It's evolving too. It's still evolving, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, it's rooted in hip hop, but you have a lot of like, you know, I lately I do a lot more singing on my songs. So you have some of my songs that's more melodic than anything. Like
I heard.
So it's like hip hop. You know, I feel like at this point, hip hop and R&B has kind of become one thing almost.
Yeah.
You have some songs that separated more than others, but like I feel like it's more one genre. But like, to be honest, bro, if I would send you like a playlist of what I'll be listening to, like I'll be listening to a lot of cool like bands, like psychedelic rock, like a lot of instrumental stuff these days, because I think a lot. So I'll be needing to be able to listen to music and still think. So like that's been influencing my music a lot. So I see like the direction I'm going, I don't even know what it would be called, because we learning instruments, we learning guitar and bass and stuff like that. So like once we get where we're going, I don't even know what the genre gonna be at that point. It might be genreless.
I can't say this. It's very rooted and grounded and earthly and love oriented and inspiring, and it's like certain people make music that you can jam, and others make music you can feel. Y'all make music you could feel on every level of your soul. Okay, my next question, Mo, like, when did you start stepping on the scene in the Lafayette area with the music? How did that happen?
I started, like, I really been grinding since I was like in high school. So like I'm 29 right now. I'm gonna be 30 this year. But when I was like, this had to be 2010.
Yeah.
That I started like, I mean, you could ask anybody I went to high school with. I was at school passing out CDs. I always had a job. So I would take my little money from work. I bought my music equipment to record, you know, and I would be ordering flyers online. I would pass the flyers out. Like I remember doing shows in high school, like not many, but like trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I was getting out there from the time I was about 16, 17. I started doing like my first few little shows like every now and then. And I remember being in people's inbox begging, bro, like to perform, like, cause I was underage. So I would be like, man, like I could have a chaperone with me and I could perform, and then I could leave the club after that if y'all let me perform. Like I would be trying so hard. And I remember Wisdom, you know Wisdom, right? Hip Hop Chef. Yeah, that was one of the first people that like gave me opportunity when he was doing hip hop.
Look, shout out to Wisdom, been in the game.
Okay. So yeah, I've been out there since I was like 16, but when I really feel like I started getting some motion is really when me and Ed like fully linked up, because we met around the time of me starting to rap, but we met online. So we were like collaborating online, but he was still in New Orleans. And what's crazy is, like, I tell this story all the time, but it's never less amazing.
I want to know this, because this is like the ultimate music love story. type of
basically
thing,
like
man.
it's crazy. Like Ed was in New Orleans, right? And his mom, she moved here because she was like displaced from the hurricane and stuff. And when she first moved here, like she moved, he was like, I'm in Lafayette. We should link up. I wonder like how far you are from me. And he looked up my address. It was like a 7-minute walk or something from where his mama was staying, right? So that's already crazy. We've been knowing each other like for a couple years. So now it's like, okay, well, damn, you are around the corner. So then, as if that wasn't enough, his mama literally moved even closer to where my mama was staying. So like to where you could almost see her house from my house. So then we was like real close. So by the time we was like, you know, we was linking up in person and actually starting to like book our own shows and stuff. Like that's whenever we really started kind of gaining motion and stuff, you know. So that was like more like 2013, like 2014.
Yeah.
But that's whenever we kind of started just doing a whole lot. And I don't think we stopped since then. Maybe took a break, but
now a lot of people say this is true. And being as though you're in the situation, I want to hear your opinion on it. Do you think couples make the coldest music? Whether it's musicians,
if they like a real like connected couple, you know what I'm saying? Because some people in our society, like they kind of have a skewed perspective on what they should even be looking for in a partner.
Yeah.
So a couple that's really connected for real, like they probably do make some of the coldest music just because it's like, if you in a regular group and y'all friends, like y'all may very well be connected, but you know, being in a couple is a different level of connecting, you know, because this is your life partner. So it's like,
right,
certain things can't be overlooked. We got to talk about things. We got to be connected. So it's just like a different level of like, you know, it has its challenges too, though. But like, you know,
yeah. Another thing too, though, Mo, is like I remember when I was doing music, like y'all was heavy, like on the underground scene. It's almost like y'all kind of became the underground
at a certain point, for sure. I will say,
yeah, it was a group of individuals that you was with
at the time, you know, like, so I will say we weren't the first to do it, but we was the first of our peers in our particular generation to do it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
because at the time I remember like the reason I started booking shows was because I'm like, they don't have no shows going on. Like I want to perform, you know, like it's cool to like record and everything, but like, you know, I want to be face to face with some people and like share my art in person and see their reaction and like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I was like, I'm gonna just start booking myself, and in the process, like literally, we haven't really been throwing shows lately just because I switched my focus, and especially with COVID and everything. But like,
yeah,
between the 2013 till probably like 2019 or 2018, like we literally booked over 300 or 400 artists, like. That's including open mics and stuff like that.
I remember.
I'm not making this up. Like
y'all was doing a lot of people, everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of people out here that was doing music. So over the years, you know, when we started doing like, I don't know if you remember the show we was doing called Local Jam. That was like a consistent show. So at first it was every week. Then it was we slowed down and it was every month. But still in all, so it would be like we would be booking like pretty much about 6 to 8 artists for each show, and then we would also have open mics, you know, like we would let people come and do their thing if they wasn't on the card. So it was like, you know, and then we had the ciphers, like we had a lot of stuff going on.
The cipher, oh my God, the ciphers. And then Ed would look, the cameras was out there, like that was a whole era, Mo.
It was for sure.
A whole era. So when it comes to producing, what is your feels on producing? What is your inspiration comes when it comes to producing? Because I know I go into a whole little, when I get in that mode, take us through where do you find your inspiration for the beat making?
I think from what I was talking about earlier, like a lot of the bands that I'll be listening to, like I just be like, oh my God, like the I don't know, live instruments just do something totally different. So like I think that's where I'm heading towards with producing. But a lot of that stuff, that'll be the stuff that, you know, when you listening to something and you like, oh, hold up, I gotta stop listening. I need to go make something right quick because this is too cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's one band in particular I'll be listening to. You should check them out. They call Krungbin. It's spelled kind of weird. It's KHURANGBIN. It's like a Russian word, but they actually from Houston.
Yeah.
And it's like the speaking of couples, the bassist, she's a female. The lead guitar player is a guy, and then the drummer, they all good friends. They went to church together, but the two guitars, they married, you know. So
right,
they a fire band. It's like psychedelic rock type of vibe. So like they've been inspiring me a lot lately, just stuff like that. I listen to a lot of bands. I listen to a lot of stuff with guitars in it because that's what I'm trying to learn. Right. So I'm just trying to keep developing my ear for that. But that's where a lot of my inspiration come from. And then just like
shout out Grant, I see you.
In general, like just life, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be something positive or negative, that's kind of how I channel what I feel, you know. So
now, Mo, let me pay some homage real quick to you and Ed though, because I don't know if I ever got to say this, and I don't know if many people know this. Y'all were the first people that shot a music video for me, Mo.
I remember the video.
And the video was, how did y'all get, like, Mo, y'all, I don't even, that's why I wanted to have you. I don't think people know how much y'all like was doing for the music scene in this area. I don't know if you know, you know. Some people know, some people just was, you know. But what's crazy was with how much I was doing, videos, beats, recording, with how much we was doing, I was able to see like with the numbers I just told you, the amount of people we booked. All them people don't know each other, so like I was dealing with a lot of different people that, you know, it might be. I noticed like at one point, whenever stuff was really popping out here, they had like almost 10 different music scenes in Lafayette. I'm so serious. And like, I would be watching people be like, oh man, who's that? I don't know who that is. I'm like, okay, but they got buku people that do know who they are, and they popping and they doing shows with hundreds of people sold out. So it's like, you know, I'm watching different groups of people. Like, you know, it was a lot going on out here. Like, let's just say that, you know. And then, like, where did all these talents come from? Because y'all was doing logos, like Mo. It came from y'all was in the crib doing like a one-stop shop. It really came from a need, because, like, I remember when I first started getting interested in recording, you know, I wasn't really the quality that I was looking for. I wasn't accomplishing that at first, at 15 and 16, 17, you know, still was learning how to mix and everything like that. So at the time I did reach out. This is when like Reverb Nation and stuff was still a thing. I don't know if you remember that. I remember that. Like, okay. That's and everybody was fighting to be on the little Reverb Nation charts. It was like, I was looking at a lot of different artists in Lafayette that I was looking up to, like Jazz Flow, for example, like people like that was doing their thing at the time. Watch Wages, like, you know, all them people. And so I was like, I was going to look see who they were shooting their videos with and stuff like that. And at the time, like, everybody wasn't shooting videos. The cameras weren't as affordable as they are now, which it's still expensive, but it wasn't, you know, you could buy a more affordable setup than at that time. So like music videos at that time, it was no choice but for the video to be $1,500, $2,000. I'm like, I'm young. I'm like, I don't have that. If I did, I would be trying to buy me a little car or something. You know right. So yeah, I was it arose from a need. Like I said, I always had a little job. So I was like, man, I remember going into Best Buy. Literally, I had my money, my cash, but I also literally had a big, huge bag of change. I know this person was really upset with me when I paid for this stuff. But I'm like 60, and I went into Best Buy, bought me a little mic and some different stuff, and like I was literally counting out quarters and everything to finish paying for it. Like, so I just everything I did arose from a need. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to make my own designs. I'm gonna learn how to edit my videos and shoot and like make websites and do all the stuff I need to do to be able to be self-sufficient, you know what I'm saying? Because it's expensive to be an artist too. It's expensive if you know, to be honest. So it's like, that was really one of the main reasons. I also I like being involved in every part of my creative process because it gives you more freedom. And then if I want to reach out to somebody else to do the stuff, I can, but I don't have to if I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and it's cheaper, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Once you buy your equipment, you straight. So you don't have to keep worrying about that. You know? And then had the quality. And that's, you know, that was a process that developed over time, but you know, I definitely always was trying to like shoot for good quality. I didn't want my stuff to look a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So, this the kicker though, Mo. What y'all was doing in videos back then, like they're doing that now. Right. like the vision y'all had and the changing and the, like, when I go back and look at that video, I'm still like,
that's one of my videos I go back and look at, and I'm like, okay, I'm still proud of this one. Because you know how sometimes you look at your old work and you're like, oh, it was all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the one I was like, okay, that was one that, you know.
Mo, I don't know what y'all was on when y'all did that, but that was crucial. Like, and that was using what we had back then.
Right.
Like, so give us what you got going on as far as projects now, because I know you like to keep a lot of secrets and just drop it on people, and they like where this came from. What we got in the pot? What we got in the oven, man?
Right now we just dropped a single like a couple months ago, but we like gearing up to drop the next one. And also we have a project in the works that's kind of like done, but just, you know, going through the motions at this point, because we working with like a label and stuff at this point, so that kind of, it does change the process of how things come out and stuff like that. You know, it's a good situation. Like, it's not something that we just completely tied down to. We can still do our own thing, but you know, just trying to work with people that can actually do more than what we could do as far as like where it can be pushed to and stuff like that. So, yeah, just trying to get all that in order and stuff. But we got this project called Zen Garden, that's really dope, and we made all the beats too. So that's what's going on right now. And then like the last one we put out, that was actually, we made the beat for that one too. So
yes,
well, Ed actually made that beat, because that's one thing, we don't really make beats together too much. Usually it's one or the other that made the beat. So yeah.
Look, I done made a couple with the wife and they came out cold. We usually do our separate thing, but when we do get it together on the same note, oh yeah, they be hitting. So Mo, tell us about this song that's going to take us out. Before we even get to the song, give us the full description so they can fully get all that is Mo and Ed. Because like I said, I know how y'all coming. I know the vibe. I know for those who don't know, tell them what they'll experience in a song from you.
So this particular song, it's called Motions, Emotions, and it's really just about like kind of going through the motions of life, whether that be like emotional, mental, financial, just your everyday things that you got to go through while still dealing with whatever you may be dealing with or trying to accomplish whatever you may be trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like trying to find the positive in that, even if it's possibly you going through some kind of turmoil or something, like, you know, just still being grateful and still like being present and being appreciative of like the moment that you're in at that time, you know, and not just only being caught up in whatever it is that you got going on. Basically,
she dropping bars and don't even know it, man. Bars, man. Let me put this back up, y'all. We gonna rock out with a song. It's called, say it one more time for me.
Motions, Emotions.
Motions, Emotions. Y'all vibe with us as we jam this song on out of here, man. Here we go. Yeah.
Motions, emotions, it's flowing like oceans. We take that in doses. Motions, emotions, they flowing like oceans. They barely know you, but they miss the old you. Got motions, emotions, I take that in doses. The motions we go through, ain't never found time. There goes my downtime. Wish I could see it one at a time. What's going through my mind? Look, I live in the present motion. My mind is forever open. I let go, my shell is broken. I could be forever floating. Do me without telling no one. Look, don't live off the seven notions that everything got a limit. For that I ain't got a minute. These cycles and cycles beginning, I gotta finish. Look, don't need a permission slip. This world is too deep and vast to only be seeking cash. Too tapped in to ever be trapped in I'm speeding past. I'm me at last. You never know it till it flow inside you. Only growing when you come alive, yeah. Only growing when you grow inside love, huh? Hey, how you know me? You don't know of my love. How you know me? You just know of my dubs. You don't know me? You just know who I was. I've been, hey, set in motion, cause you can't defy love. You can steal it, but can never buy love. Fuck the hating, I think you should try love. Barely know you.
Who has what it takes to seek more from you? I open a path that was blocking me, and then I catch a slight hint of euphoria. I challenge myself to be more, but I know that to take it in, I must first open up. I'm building this house up brick by brick. One day it'll be a utopia. They only love when they over ya. Look in the mirror, it's over ya. I disappear in deep thoughts. A true of me I could get closer to. Heavy is the burden I carry. For the team, I do it gladly. Energy is a remedy. When we chill, you be healing me. Everything is in symmetry. If we align, then it's meant to be. Wasting time is misery, but we define infinity. I have always just been myself, so it's no way you met a different me. I have always just been myself. Only difference is how you remember me.
It's flowing like oceans. We take that in doses. Motions, emotions. It's flowing like oceans. We take that in doses. Motions, emotions. It's flowing like oceans. We take it in doses. Motions, emotions.
Hey.
Motions, emotions.
Hold on.
Motions, emotions.
Hey, Mo, the vibe, Mo.
Appreciate it. And one more thing I gotta say too, on the song that I forgot to say when I was talking about what it's about is the first line I say in the hook is they barely know you, but they miss the old you. So that's like, I thought that was cool. Like that was one of my main points too, because like, you know, when you knew somebody like a long time ago or something, like I don't know, when they see you again, they almost looking for that version of you from like 5 or 10 years ago. And it's like
long gone.
I'm still me, but that's not me anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was part of the message too, though, for sure.
Hey, where can we find the music, Mo?
That's out everywhere. That's out, whatever platform you listen on, that's out. So if you just search Arm Rhyme Emotions, that's everywhere.
Hey, Mo, that was a vibe, Mo. Is that one out? That one out?
That one is out. Yeah, that's the last single we just dropped.
Hey, Mo, that's a vibe, Mo. Oh man, I ain't gonna go into fan mode, Mo. Chill. I ain't gonna go on the fan mode. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Miss Cassandra, I see you. Miss Donna, I see you. Hey, she said, the same person they meet is not the same person you were listening to. Word.
Exactly. And you the same person in 5 years. Like, that's weird. You should always be evolving.
Hey,
like, you know,
but
something's wrong if you're the same person.
This is the thing. People got to accept that we evolve. And to me, I feel like you should always be like reintroducing yourself to people. Like, because you can't allow people to keep you in that old person either.
Right, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So we appreciate y'all for coming through. Mo, whenever you got another single, you got to come back and drop another single. I'm going to jam that again.
Jam it again, bro.
That again, man. hey, like I told y'all before, it's just something with their music. It just, you can feel it over everything, man. And it always been like that, man. It always been like that. Keep doing what you're doing, Mo. like I said, you part of the family. Anything y'all need, y'all hit Big Brother up. It's always
likewise,
good.
bro.
And tell Ed, hit me up, man.
I will. I told him. I was like, it's kind of an individual thing, but I told him hit you up so he could do one too. Because Ed
tell him hit me up and come through.
Story.
Look, tell him set his date and pull up, man.
I got you.
All right, Mo. We love
hit me
y'all.
up, bro. Hit me up when you want to hang out. I'm gonna cook and everything.
Oh, I'm in there. I need you to make my blood pressure high, Bo. I need you to make.
No, we eat healthy, bro. But it's not gonna make your blood pressure high. You're gonna feel energized and you're gonna feel nourished, but it's not gonna be lacking flavor though.
Hey, that's all I was gonna ask. Boy, gotta have some flavor now, Bo.
It ain't gonna be lacking in flavor. It's just gonna be healthy though. But yeah.
Do the food got as much flavor as the music do?
Possibly more, bro. I don't know.
I gotta go.
That's another one of my gifts. I ain't gonna lie. My grandma gave me that one, so
I gotta pull up now. Love you more, and y'all stay cool. We'll see y'all on the next episode of A Mile in My Shoes, man.
Love you too, bro. Much thanks to you for this.
Yes, indeed.